Africa, Man City 2, Arsenal 2. And I'm here with Mr. Caleb. Mr. Caleb, we almost had it. Almost.
I would not say we almost, I will say we had the day. The reason is because playing against a team like Manchester City in their own ground and coming out with a late equalizer against Arsenal, I think I gave the game to Arsenal before that equalizer. And that is what I see as my result. Yes, it ended 2-2, but we had the day. Because playing in that stadium with with 10 players is not an easy task to accomplish. But we thank God the result went that way.
And the last time we came here, they said we came to play for a draw. Remember, last season. Rodri said it in his interview. He was talking about mentality and the fact that you have to come to play to win. You don't have to come to play to draw. But today, against 10 men, Man City were playing to draw.
If the intentions of a man in his own heart is written out and printed in a piece of paper, I would have only preferred that he goes back and let them print out what was running through his mind today. Because it was obvious that they were begging, crying, and appealing for draw. In fact, like I fondly told somebody outside that when the match ended, just like one of our politicians the other year said, thank you, thank you. That was what Guardiola was doing, say, Man City, thank you. Arsenal, thank you. Because it was not easy to get a draw from Arsenal. I took my time to look at the scenarios, the incidents that played out during the match today. And I discovered that we had the red card 45 plus 8 minutes. We were given extra 5 minutes. We played additional 3 before we were able to have that red card. And the equalizer, we were given 7 minutes. It was in the 8th minute that the equalizer came.
98 minutes.
Yes, 98 minutes. So it was obvious that we didn't play draw. Neither did we play one man down. But these were technicalities that had to come so that the game could end that way, to the glory of God. And they were the one that prayed today. That is what I would say.
They were the ones that prayed today. Let's talk about the defensive masterclass in the second half. The defensive masterclass. We stopped them from shooting, crossing. We rendered them to just making sideways passes.
I will simply thank the Man City coach for being very smart. Why I said that was because if you watch the game against Tottenham and the game against Manchester City, Tottenham were playing more of the pullouts, crossing into Arsenal box, but none of them worked out. Because when it comes to area ball, we've got that. And then if you look at what Guardiola did today, he told his boys, he said, look at what happened here. They did not concede one. If you play the same pattern, they won't concede. So they were taking their time to see how they could shoot and all that. But that's why we spend money to retain a good goalkeeper. He was able to manage all those direct shots, especially the one from Kawaka. That was a masterpiece. But to the glory of God, we were able to stop it. Defense is not about an individual. All the defenders were united. They were united in purpose. They were united in action. If not for the little knocks we had for Calafiori and the Jordan Timbers, probably that draw wouldn't have come. It wouldn't have come because they understood the pace of the game. Not just that they were defending, they were also wasting time for Man City, which became a big worry for the coach. That was why he started making changes and was bringing players who could be quick on the ball, like Foden. Grealish was also quick on the ball, so he was trying to meet up with time. So I give kudos to the defense. Very, very good defense. They played well today.
And then that goal from Calafiori, first Premier League starts, first goal.
You see, one of the things you cannot take away from a good player is you have an opportunity and you know what you want. When before the ball was passed to him, he already positioned in a way he could strike. It means that he saw what he wanted to do. He's a visionary player.
Anticipated it.
Yes, he anticipated it, and then at the end of the day, it was converted and it became a positive addition to the game.
Moving forward from that, we are becoming a perfect set piece team. Before Gabriel Magalhaes scored, we nearly scored from a corner kick before the goal came.
I was going to stake a bet with somebody. Before that corner kick was taken, I was already shouting goal. That was because I'd noticed that Ake was not in Man City defense today. And Akanji is not a very sharp player. So if Ake was there, Ruben Dias cannot do anything with head. If Ake was there, it would have been 1-1. Ake to Gabriel, Akanji to Saliba. That was why Saliba did not function, but Gabriel was active. Because Ruben Dias had to take on Kai Havertz because he knows also that he's good with area ball. So when we played the first one and I saw the near hit, I said to somebody, I said, this second one will be a goal. And if we have another opportunity again, if they don't take time, it will still be a goal. So that was what happened. Set pieces, we have the capacity this season. That's why we are not even conceding much goals from area balls. Because our players, especially those in the defense line, they are good with area balls.
So going forward, coming to the Etihad, 10 men getting a draw. Going forward this season, what do you think this result will do for this team? The mentality and all that.
It's a big moral booster to the team. In fact, it would have been a win. It would have been a win. It would have been a win if the coach was careful to note that the last substitute, Luis, was already on yellow card in the bench. He was issued a yellow card when he was warming up. And you already had Declan Rice on yellow, Thomas Partey on yellow. You now brought in a replacement who is already on yellow. So how do you mark? If Jorginho was the option, he would have come in with a clean sheet. The worst he would tell himself is, if I charge this man, if I charge anybody, the worst I will get is a yellow card. It was just 6 minutes to the end. He came in 92. It was just 5-6 minutes to the end of the game. So it is not a loss, and it's a big morale booster. And it's also an opportunity. Because you asked me what do I think it will do for the team. It's also an opportunity for the coach to go back and sit and look at critical areas where he needs to issue more instructions. That is what I think it will do for the team.
So before you go, before we talk about your man of the match, Martinelli today, an assist, and I think he puts in a very good defensive shift today. Before the red card, we were running things through that flank.
Martinelli would have been a big plus for the game today, if not for the red card. In fact, when Trossard was red carded, I said to myself, if I am given opportunity to make a replacement, I would remove Martinelli first and keep Bukayo Saka. Yes, I know he's more quick on the ball, but the mentality of being, very careful to pick up your opponent is better with Saka. And I look at it from the coach angle too. The coach has looked at the both sides. Calafiori needs a supporter more than Jordan Timbers. So that was why he took out Saka. But for me, I think Martinelli did not do very bad. Although he now became exhausted towards the end of the game, which is expected. He's not a 90 minutes player. And Gabriel Jesus came in and did very well.
So lastly, your man of the match.
It's a difficult task to pick a man of the match in this game, but I think Thomas Partey did very well. He was very careful. He was not shaky. He was composed. Despite the yellow card he already got early in the game, he was able to keep his calm. And all the while, that Man City could not shoot one shot, was because the moment they release the ball to anybody, you see him in front of the person moving around. So he became my man of the match for being very careful and committed to the success of the team today.
Before you go, Alan got a goal. Before you go, Alan got a goal, and after the goal, he went quiet.
He got a goal because God wanted him to score, not that he played well. So it is not like I'm clapping for him, but he is a lucky man. He's a lucky man. That's all I will say about him.
Thank you very much.